Salam. Peace to the God. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earths. Peace to the Viceroy. Khalifa. Peace to peace to the Shaolin Temple abbots. Peace to all of them. Peace to the 32-degree Mason schools. Peace to the 33-degree Masons. Peace to the 34-degree Masons. Peace to the 360-degree Masons. Peace to the 360-degree Masons of God body. Yo, assalamu alaikum, yo. Power, equality, Allah, see equality. Phenomenal economic alphabets controlling equality. That equals peace. That's a cipher. That's a language we call ciphering. The 5%ers, we use that. A law school in Mecca at 2122 Alon Justice Boulevard, New York, New York. Zip code 10027. Yo, alhamdulillah. Hallelujah. Please invest your money. Please invest your money in the Chinese gold accounts as taught by the Nation of Islam. Peace to the seventh master, my seventh master in psychic kung fu, Louis Farrakhan, the most honorable Louis Farrakhan. Power, equality, Allah, see equality to the 25th messenger, Ishmael Muhammad. Power, equality, Allah, see equality to the Gemini gods, the twin brothers, the 27th messengers, Louis Farrakhan and G. Khalim. And G. Khalim is my eighth master out of 8 master teachers in psychic kung fu. Yo, this is an announcement about diabetes. Diabetes is a false illness. Diabetes is actually insulin. The so-called medication for diabetes is diabetes. The insulin is the disease itself. There are multiple people who get paid $2,000 a month in secret. They get paid $2,000 a month to pretend they have diabetes and to market the sugar diabetes treatment of insulin. Annette Christine Ramsey, she changed her name to Annette Christine Noriega. She lives at 12818 4th Avenue South, Burien, Washington. Zip code 98168. She's been paid about $2,000 a month in secret to market the sugar diabetes illness and to market the insulin. It actually will make your feet fall off, your toes fall off, your fingers fall off, your hands fall off. I had an uncle named Uncle Roger. He was very wealthy. He made a lot of money in secret by getting paid $2,000 to market insulin, to claim that he had diabetes. His reward was that he had both of his fucking legs chopped the fuck off. Excuse my language. Forgive me for cussing. But Uncle Roger was in Seattle, Washington. He was on my father's side of the family. They're Blackfeet Indian. They're Siksika Blackfeet Indian, and they're black. Mostly black, though, They're mostly black, but they're mixed with Siksika. They have a lot of inheritance from my great-great-grandmother named Courtney. Her name was Courtney Rogers. And Courtney is full blood. She passed away many years ago. Her daughter was Fanny Jackson. Fanny Jackson was born 1921, I believe. So, Courtney must have been born in like 1800s, like oldest Master Farad or something, Augustine Farad Muhammad, the 24th angel, the 24th angel, the Christ. That the Christians call him Christ, the Muslims call him Mahdi. The Mahdi, that means the bringer of the kingdom of heaven to the earth. When you say Mahdi in the Arabic translation, but Christ is an Aramaic word, and that means the crusher. Actually, the crusher of any evil there is. He would have a mathematic solution to remove any evil there is, and he would have an explanation. That's what makes them the crusher, but that's what makes someone able to prove they are the Christ. You would have to have documentation. You would have to have a book that person wrote that shows and proves the answer to any question, whether it was how the planet was created, scientifically, in detail. To be the Christ, you would have to be able to remove the evil of confusion, the evil of stupidity. The only way to do that would be with math and science, to show and prove how the planet was created in detail, how the people were created in detail, how the animals were created in detail, how the sun, moon, and stars grew. You would have to be able to prove how the planet grew from the triple darkness. You would have to prove that the triple darkness, or the physical troposphere, that blackness of space, moves as if it's water, very slowly, unable to detect the movement with the naked eye, and moving for trillions of years to create only one water atom, and then that water atom growing into a planet, also other water atoms growing into suns, going into, a planet, going to a sun, and, etc. Multiple water atoms. But you would have to be able to prove that. So that would make you the Christ. And only one who ever did that was Master Wallace Dean Farad Muhammad, the only begotten student. They claim, the Bible says only begotten son, but, it was, they allowed the angels, the original family of the planet Earth called angels, the Anunnaki tribe. They allowed people to add lies to the Bible. They allowed people to add things to it to change the stories, so the evil could continue. Even the Quran there were lies added to the Quran also. Lies about things that can't be proven, such as angels with wings, or angels with 4 pairs of wings, or Yeshua, the son of Joseph and Mary, claiming that Joseph wasn't his father. Silly lies, because every baby has to have semen to grow a pineal gland. You can't have a mind, a third eye, without having semen, because the sperm cell ejaculation of your father, the sperm cell ejaculation of your father, it grows to become your pineal gland, your mind, or your third eye. So it would be oxymoron. You would have to, I would literally have to say, morons, please, oxify me. If I were to say the son of Joseph and Mary didn't have a pineal gland, a third eye, and didn't have a brain to protect the third eye, his pineal gland, and didn't have a skull to protect his brain, and didn't have an arm, leg, arm, head, I'd have to be oxymoron to say that. To say Joseph or Yusuf was not the biological father of Yeshua bin Pandiro, so-called Jesus. But his name wasn't Jesus, his name was Yeshua, and he called himself Yeshua, the Black Panther, or Yeshua, son of the Panther. So, going into detail about who is the truth and what is what and what isn't this. But Yeshua, not to give you any disturbance, he was the wisest of the telepaths, of the prophets. All the prophets had different abilities, different talents. Noah lived to be the longest of the prophets, so he had the best dietary habits. He could fast, he could eat. He ate once every 3 days for most of his life, once every 72 hours. He drank all the fluids, liquids he wanted every day. That's how he lived to be the oldest prophet. Solomon, King Solomon, King David, great telepaths, specializing in speaking to animals, So those are telepaths as well. But all the prophets had different, different talents. Yeshua, son of Joseph and Mary, he specialized in teaching that man is a God, God is a man. He himself taught that he was a God. That's not bad. We are the superior species. Anyway, moving on. This is really about diabetes, yo. So diabetes is fake. It's not a real disease. Like I told you, people get paid to trick you into thinking it's a such disease. If you get the book called How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad, get the book How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad. See, we can't be angels because angel is a military rank of human. Angel is the Anunnaki tribe family, and angel literally means the 24 chiefs of the original family, the original tribe that grew from chemical melanin plants 76 trillion years ago on this planet called Asia. Now we call it planet Earth. I'm going to hurry up and finish this because it was supposed to be fast. This is supposed to be short. It's supposed to prove to you that diabetes is a false disease. To cure diabetes, one, stop going to those doctors that lie to you until you have it. Two, master the use of the book How to Eat to Live. Master the use of eating 1 meal a day. That's what the book gets at. That's what the book How to Eat to Live by the 25th messenger. See, we can't be angels, but we can be messengers. We can be prophets, but we can't be an angel. It's a military rank of the Anunnaki tribe family. And they don't have any fucking wings. That's some silly shit. Some angel fucking wings. That's what Yaqub had taught on the island of Patmos, situated by the Aegean Sea, back when they called it the island of Pelon, about 7,000 years ago. And when they would kill the darker baby and allow the lighter baby, the brown baby, to live for 200 years. And they would kill the baby and tell the mother. They would kill the baby by sticking a pin into the soft spot of the head. And they would tell the mother, after the labor, the baby died, your baby passed away, your baby went to heaven, your baby gone to heaven, and your baby have wings. It's an angel baby. That's what real talk. Just like Elijah Muhammad told us, just like Master Wallenstein Farad Muhammad, the 24th angel, told the 25th messenger, the Messiah Christ. We call him a Messiah, one who's anointed with oil or anointed with knowledge from someone superior. That's what Messiah means. So, the 25th messenger is Elijah Muhammad, and now we know he faked his death. We know he left on a flying saucer that he built with his own hands. We know his wife, Mother Tanetta Muhammad, the 25th female messenger rank, left, flew away, flying saucer. Yo, they got flying saucers bigger than this planet, and they're fueled by water. Wallahi. Forgive me for my profanity. Anything I said that was wrong, that's from me. Anything I said that's right, that's from Allah. all of y'all. Anything I said that's right is from all of you. Allah. Anything I said that was incorrect is from me personally. Forgive me. Stop for Allah. Yo, moving on. So, Elijah Muhammad's book, How to Eat to Live, shows you how to eat 1 meal a day. Get good at it. Drink all the fluids, liquids you want all day. Then you get good at it. Eat 1 meal every 2 days. Get really good at it. Then get good at that. Eat 1 meal every 48 hours. Then you graduate to eating 1 meal every 3 days. 1 meal every 72 hours. Just to master it, you know. I'm not saying you have to perpetually eat 1 meal every 48 hours for life or 1 meal every 72 hours for life. I'm saying just master it. Test your skills, you know. Master your body. Master the use of your body. And stop going to those silly doctors. Because, you know, Shaolin Temple, Kung Fu, when it comes to medicine, you know, we're the best. We teach medicine before we teach fighting. Before we teach self-defense, we teach medicine, how to heal the body. We're really good at what we do. So, mastered that, how to eat to live. One Ramadan, I ate one meal every 3 days. Only one meal. That means I only ate one time. That means I only ate 10 meals during the entire 30 days of the holy fast, during the holy month of Ramadan. That was many years ago. Something like 2007. About 2007, I fasted for Ramadan, and I ate one meal every 72 hours. One meal every 3 days. And I did my exercise, my build. I did my Kung Fu build. I did stone finger style, Shaolin stone finger style. If you look at my YouTube, if you want to see the explanation of how the world was created, I wrote the book in detail called the Ashar 10 Physical Stages of Allah. The Ashar 10 Physical Stages of Allah. Ashar, it means the number 10 in Arabic. I wrote that. I paid the Westwood Books publishing company to sell the book. They're holding the book hostage. I paid them $1,500. So Westwood Books, right now, they're making excuses. Since May 28th, they were supposed to sell the book and release it. They were supposed to register it with Congress to be sold. Register it with Congress for $500. Put a barcode on the back of it, or an electronic barcode for electronic sales, for people to download it, etc. So after I'm suing them. I go to court December 4th in Oakland, California. This December 4th, 3 days after my daughter Vicar's birthday. Vicar, Zoe Lachey Walker, my daughter, she's been kidnapped by my family for my family inheritance. They murdered my daughter, Deeper Isha Lachey Noriega. Her mother, Siobhan Jackson, born April 5th, 1978. She faked her death. I did 14 years for killing my daughter's mother. Then I got out of prison. Then they murdered my daughter before she could reach 18, right at age 17. My own biological mother, Annette Noriega, my sister, Anisha Correa Noriega, my brother, Raymond Noriega. He's got a girlfriend who's Samoan named Rayla. My brother, Raymond Noriega's white. You know, they murdered my daughter, Deeper Isha Lachey Noriega, where? In Yakima, Washington. They murdered her Halloween night, 2014, for my family inheritance. See, they went to Jamaica. My sister, Anisha Correa Noriega, Madden, she went to Jamaica with Raymond Noriega, his girlfriend, Rayla, my mother, Annette Christine Noriega, my father, Alphonse Day Priest Noriega Jr. They went to Jamaica and reported me dead and told the Jamaican authorities I was dead, and they began to share my inheritance, spread it amongst maybe 2,000 different people, mostly Jamaicans in Seattle. All the Chase Banks, all the Walmarts, all the 7-Elevens, all the MPMs, all the Starbucks coffees, all those businesses. My daughter was murdered for those businesses, that inheritance. They misappropriate funds and hide. They pay people to hide and pretend that they're the owners of those businesses. That's why you see Indians from India wearing turbans in every AMPM, every 7-Eleven, lying and saying they own the place. I went to 7-Eleven and explained the story to one of the people and told them, I said, I want you to help me get a passport so I can get to Jamaica. I told the Indian guy I want to talk to his brother. I said, I want to talk to the owner of the store. He said, it's my brother. So he told his brother the story on the phone. His brother comes here, right? He comes to the store. He doesn't have his ID on. I said, yo, I told him I was gonna file a lawsuit against him, right? So tell your brother to come here. If he doesn't help me get a passport, I'm gonna sue him. Like a week ago, right? So his brother shows up to the store with his 7-Eleven uniform on. Doesn't have his name tag on because he didn't want me to sue him. I told you they don't own no fucking 7-Eleven. Jamaica owns every 7-Eleven, every Sam's Club, Walmart. Floyd Kelly. My daughter, Zoe Lachey Walker, born December 1st, 2011. She's very light-skinned, very, very light-skinned. Her grandfather is named Floyd Kelly. Yo, do you know they murdered my daughter so he could keep his 401k. Floyd Kelly, my daughter's granddaddy, he works at the Walmart in Florida, in Federal Way, Washington. He works nearest to Pacific Highway South in Federal Way. They murdered just so we can keep his retirement 401k. He has my daughter kidnapped. My stepdaughter Zoe Lachey Walker. Notice how both babies' mothers, two different babies' mothers, named their daughter's middle name Lachey. See that? Because see, Zoe, there's two dark-skinned girls who go to school. They go to school and attend elementary school and impersonate. They get paid to impersonate my daughter and pretend they're her. They're very dark-skinned, darker than me, about 8 years old, and they're very big, very much taller than my daughter. Thicker number 2, I call her. Thicker 2. Zoe Lachey Walker. So that's what led me to find out all these things about them faking my death and claiming I was dead to share my inheritance. Now they've got the little girl kidnapped at age 7. She's not allowed to go to school. She's not allowed to learn how to read. I put a curse on her sisters. I mean, not her sisters, but I put a curse on her mother and her mother's sisters. I put a curse on Tina Nicole Walker, born December 30th, 1978. Put a curse on her. She weighed 400 pounds when I met her. Now she weighs 110 pounds. She looks like the crackhead. The crackheads jacked her for her intelligence and beat her up with a bag full of crack rocks. Looked like she was mugged with. Looked like she was beat to death with a box full of cocaine. She's so shriveled up. Her sisters, all 3 of her sisters, Demetri Kelly, Sheba Kelly, Gina Kelly, they're all shriveled up. I put a curse on them because they were molesting my daughter in the hospital. My daughter was molested at the Northern Children's Hospital on video in front of me, finger fucked by the favorite nurse at the Children's Hospital, Northern Children's Hospital on Sandpoint Road, where the baby's dads be up there shooting at people in the neighborhood. Them shootings be people who it'd be people who know the baby's dads, you know. They'd be pissed off doing shootings up there because the baby's dads be sad that surrogate mothers have their babies inside the hospital right there with falsified diseases, harvesting cures for illnesses, pumping the children with laboratory-created leukemia, laboratory-created kidney syndrome. You know, I published everything I'm telling you about in that book, The Sharp 10 Physical Stages of a Law. And Westwood Books Publishing Company won't even publish the book. Everything I'm telling you about, they would be mandated laws against everything I'm talking about if that book was published. Because it would be registered by Congress. Everything you publish is registered by Congress before it's sold. So that's why Westwood Books is not selling the book, because it would stifle child trafficking. So again, remember, diabetes is a fake illness. It's not real. Kidney syndrome, nephrotic kidney syndrome, it's a fake illness. If you see a child who has diabetes, his parents are not his real parents. He's a surrogate child. He was bought from an abortion clinic. 7 out of 10 abortions, they're not aborted. They're secretly sold by people who falsify illnesses. The parents will falsify the birth certificate, fill it out, and just give the child the illness and video record the treatments. The video recorded treatments, the life video recorded, those are the Dow Jones shares of the Walmart, Chase Bank, JP Morgan. Yeah, I seized that. I seized that cocaine. Again, I did seize that cocaine shipment. That JP Morgan freighter just after May 2019. I seized it actually May 18th by reporting to Internal Affairs Police Agency of Bakersfield identity theft by my parents. That's how I seized the JP Morgan cocaine freighter May 2019. I told them everything I'm telling you now about, you know, identity theft and how my relatives, the island of Jamaica, really owns the Washington Mutual Bank. They murdered my sister when it was Washington Mutual. by barbecuing her to death in a radiation chamber, falsifying leukemia treatment. They video recorded it. When she died, they changed the name to J.P. Morgan. They killed her. Her name was Tanisha Sheree Noriega. She was my prophet, my martyr, my little sister. If not for her, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here. She warned me. She was doing her best to warn me. She had her mother arrested, locked away in the jail for about a week or two. That's when she took her opportunity to tell me everything she could before they killed her. She also had her aunt, Kimberly Franklin, another wicked witch. They're child traffickers. Video recordings of children, tortured, molested, etc. to be Dow Jones shares of Chase Bank, Walmart, Starbucks. Yo, remember I told you, diabetes is fake. This is my mercy. And that's my mercy to you, so you can stop killing yourself with all that. If you actually have any illness, and you fast, your body will eat the fat. There'll be no food in your stomach to eat. Your body's a germ. Your body is a disease. We're all diseases. We're germs. We're life germs. Just like the sperm, it's a life germ. So it has to eat to survive. If you don't put food in your stomach, your body will be eating the fat inside of your stomach. And then the disease that's hiding inside the fat, your body will eat that too. So you'll kill the disease, you'll eat it by just fasting. Insulin is diabetes. Don't use insulin. Don't use none of that stuff that they're calling medicine. Leukemia is a cocktail concocted inside a laboratory. If you got leukemia, you got anything, diabetes, whatever, put a herring lock on your door and don't sleep with anybody, and don't let anybody sleep in the room with you. Go to sleep by yourself and put a herring lock on your door that locks from the inside. Can't be unlocked from the outside. So I'm signing off, and thank you. I had to show my mercy because I didn't want to get in trouble for not giving the secrets. You know, I couldn't just let you kill yourself with insulin and pretend you had an illness and let your feet fall off and your toes fall off from using insulin. It is diabetes. There's no such thing. Assalamu alaikum, peace out. It's my pleasure to serve you as the Black Panther. Check out my new shirt. I'm gonna show you my new shirt. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna show you my new shirt. Close up in the letters. Got the letters on the shirt. Look at the writing on it. Okay. Got the rustle for the prophet, for the messenger. Remember, there's a holiday every 25th of the month. There's a holiday for Elijah Muhammad or Ishmael Muhammad, because Ishmael Muhammad is the 25th messenger. I know you guys might want to become the assistant minister or become the lead minister, etc. That's not bad, but you can't become the 25th messenger. It has to be, it's only his oldest son can become the 25th messenger. It's a lineage of family, bloodline, just like the Anunnaki. Only Ishmael Muhammad's oldest son can become the 25th messenger. Only Farrakhan's son can become, only his oldest son can become the 27th messenger. Only the Father of Allah, the Father of Allah, so-called Clearance 13X, only he can be the 26th messenger or his oldest son. Only I could be the 28th messenger, only me, from my oldest son. Only the Dhikr, Zoe Walker, could be the reincarnation of Tanisha, my sister, Tanisha Sheree Noriega. Only my daughter, the Dhikr. That's who the 29th messenger is. Salam, peace out.